Last week on Sailing Lady Africa, we inserted the remainder of our insulation and started building our Dodger.
I don't know if you can see there, but as this stuff starts getting hard, we're going to flatten it now before it cures, because once it cures, the stuff is extremely hard. So we'll sand it off now, and then it will be easy to do anything later. So after we grinded all the paint off, you can see the dents like that. And here's what it looks like once we've sanded it. So pretty much all the dents are gone. We'll start with filler to all the damaged areas now around the windows. Around the windows we're going to do all the filler now, clean, and then tomorrow we'll sand everything off again. It looks like that, but that part will come down, so it won't be so high. So yeah, once it's mounted, it's going to be like that. There's the front frame. Front ones don't look too bad. The back ones, see, that's what it looks like. Some broken points there where it used to have screws. Some points there that don't look good. Where we've grinded down also looks pretty bad now. We've taken out all those layers of paint that was on. There's just layers on top of layers on top of layers, and nobody bothered to fix what was the problem below. You can check up top here. That's what it looks like. So we're going to fill that all with thickened polyester. Nice, it's pretty good stuff. As long as the prep work is essential with polyester, you got to have the prep work really nice. So this polyester, and I want to coat it in flow coat, which is a polyester flow coat. So let's get sanding and smoothing out and filling in all the problems. So for all the knocking down work and for working down through the paint and all of that, what we're using is one of these adapters, and you can buy it, it fits onto an angle grinder. So it just fits like that, and then you take sanding discs that come like this. This is a P16, so this is for very rough work. And we use this for knocking down areas. So areas that are high and we want to take them down, we use this. And then we've got different grits, like here's a 24. This we'll start using on gel coats and top coats and prepping for glassing on this stuff. So it gives a really nice thick deep lines on the glass, so the new glass will adhere onto that very well. And then we use a 36. Once we've got everything glassed up like this, we use a 36 just to knock down the glass, take the little bit of wax away before we wipe down, and give a good etching for the flow coat or pool coat to go down. So that's pretty much what we've been doing. It's taken us 2 days to get to this point where, in the sense of just preparation of the old section that we used, because it was really in bad shape, but many coats of paint and whatnot. So we've knocked it down all the way down to there's a little bit of gel coat and the rest is glass that's left. Our point is to reinforce what needs to be reinforced, close off the holes that we're not going to use anymore, and then we'll apply full coat tomorrow, which is technically flow coat. We're going to flow coat the whole thing. And the reason why we're not painting it is flow coat's a much harder product, technically resin, just with pigment in it and with a couple of plasticizers and whatnot. So it's thick, goes on well, covers up small imperfection, will close up. So there we've cut out the cavity, and that's exactly where the mast goes in. So we've cut it out, shaped it, rounded these edges out a little bit so that the glass can fold over nicely. We're going to glass all of that, put 3 or 4 layers of glass in there, strengthen that up nicely. That'll be the bond, and then we'll do a couple of other areas that we want to reinforce. The back side of this section here, I'm going to need to reinforce it there too. And then we'll do the edging now. So we've cut all our pieces out that are for our layups, and now once we're ready for that, we'll start glassing up. And there's it in now, that's all glassed up. Got a few other areas that we like inside there and there that we did some extra reinforcing in. And yeah, now just to do the back edge, we left this edge for last, and now we're going to do the wrap on that last edge. And there we're done with building and stuff, and then just prep for paint.
We fiberglassed the sides of the bimini to seal off any exposed foam and added a layer of peel ply to ensure smooth finish that wouldn't require us to sand.
That badass. I'm taking a video. B-money. Done building.
Oh, do you see the heat radiating?
All we gotta do, no, is the painting now. Painting and edging. Peel ply put on so we don't have to sand as much. Get a nice good finish. Looking sweet. Check it out. Moi moi. So we had Spur. Just what the doctor ordered was a good breakfast for us. Get us energized and get us going. It's raining, it's cold. And going good. They changed the price now. I think it's $3.50 for the breakfast. Plus $2 for the coffee.
It was such a beautiful day, so we decided to barbecue some lunch up. But first, we needed to do a supply run.
I got him! Come here, my little friends. So in spirit of everything that's going on in South Africa at the moment, so there's sardines coming up because it's winter. So the sardines come in big bait balls or schools, and they come close along the coast. So we decided we're going to make some sardines, and unfortunately we couldn't get hold of some in South Africa on such short notice. But this is actually from Namibia, so it's our neighboring country. So awesome. So we got some from the neighbors. What we're going to do is just get them out of the packet, give them a quick rinse. And even the dog likes it. So we just rinsed them off, got all that, there was ice on them, so they've completely defrosted. Get some coarse salts, any kind. And you just salt all over them. Don't worry, most of the salt comes off once you start frying them.
Barbecuing them.
Once you get them on the grill and that, all of the salt, so they're all nicely covered. So you're going to grill them with the salt, with the skin. You don't take anything off of them, you don't take the guts out, you don't take the scales off or anything, as is, straight out the packet, or if you've caught them live or gotten them from any local person, just like that. We're gonna fry that pepper too. Outside will go completely black, and we'll take the skin off, take the center out, cut it into nice thin slices, and we'll have that with baked potatoes too. So how I do it to check if the temperature is good, just hold my hand above it. If I can do 8 seconds, I know it's good for fish. If I can't hold it for 8 seconds like that, that's too hard. So just shift the grill up.
Tequila.
Check out these babies.
Tequila.
Who wants lunch? What are we having for lunch?
Sardines.
So that's pretty much what you want the green pepper to do. You can use any color pepper, they all give it a little bit of different flavor, but the most common way is with the green peppers. You want to wait till the sardines start looking like that one before you turn it. If it doesn't look like that, they stick, so wait until they look like that. You anyways take off all the skin before you eat it. That takes the scales and everything, and all you're going to eat is a little bit of meat that's left behind, pretty much. So one of the easier ways of doing this, if you guys want to do sardines, is get one of those grills that you can open up and you kind of pack all the sardines in. As you're busy grilling them, you can just flip it over. The way I'm doing it now is just because this is where we are. This is the place that we're renting at the moment, and they've allowed us to use the barbecue, so we don't want to buy any extra stuff. But yeah, that makes life a lot easier. Get one of those grills, put them in, you just flip it over. Once the sardines get like nice and firm, nice and grilled, brownish on the outside, you're pretty much good to go. You can open one or two if it's the first time you're doing it. Open one or two, check that they cook all the way through. And then remember, when you start eating them, is you remove the skin, and you don't eat the guts obviously, in the head. Take that off, and all you're taking is literally 2 small fillets off the back of the fish. And they're pretty awesome, good in omegas and all of that stuff, so you guys will love it. And as you can see, so this pepper, we pretty much almost got it all the way. It's quite hot now. Ouch. So, ow. That's hot. So you pretty much make it brown like that all the way, and then that skin we're going to peel off, cut it into small little slices.
KoKo, it's so cold outside and he's just sitting in the freaking water. He's nicely. Oh, because your ball's in the water. So you went to go get it.
Start with the vino.
Ricky drenched my potatoes in olive oil just so that he could look like a chef.
Mmm.
Salty ass potatoes.
You made them.
But it's good. They're salty potatoes, but they're good. I made these potatoes. The olive oil is breaks the potato. Not as salty, they're good. Good for your skin, good for your hair, good for your body.
Time to get some sardines in. So one of the projects we got for this week is this door, and as you guys can see, there's no trim on the door or anything, and that's because we were originally going to build a whole new setup there, but I came up with something else last night. So what we're going to do is we're going to use some of this Meranti wood that we have, and we're going to build a frame to go around here, around there, and on the outside it looks like this. So it looks like this from the outside. I'm sure you guys know it takes those sliding in doors, so the doors literally just slide in over there. It's terrible design. You know, maybe they work well on monos when you got the top that opens up and then they pull out, but on this cat really doesn't work well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off, cut that off, cut that lip off, and then allow a door to swing open over here. So we'll take a little bit of the space in the cockpit, but I'm fine with that. And I'm going to get a clear polycarbonate 10 or 12 mil polycarb door. I spoke to the guys about polycarb now. The new polycarb that they've got out takes 10 to 15 years before you start seeing signs of aging and yellowing. So I'm happy with that. So we're going to go with the new polycarb.
Stay tuned till next week's episode where we apply some paint to our Dodger and start working on our door. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe below if you haven't already and give us a big thumbs up. It really helps us out a lot. If you'd like to help our production and join our amazing patron family, a link is provided in the description below.